a lot of things that have changed with mental health over the last decade, and I think one of the biggest is that people are becoming more comfortable talking about it. I'm an open book about my mental health. I mean, I host a podcast kind of about it, but not everyone feels that comfortable. And one of the great things is the advancements in telemedicine have really opened up opportunities for people to speak to people about what's going on.
It's been the biggest advancement in mental health treatment over the last decade. And I'm so grateful for it because I see lots of people completing assessments that say, I didn't want to go into a therapist's office. I'm embarrassed about this, versus the folks that feel very comfortable and are okay with it. Also the fact of, I live in Texas. There's 800 miles between some providers. Some people just live too far out, the rural folks that cannot have that access to treatment. So I think it's absolutely incredible. The other part is the research shows it is just as effective to do teletherapy as it is to do in-person therapy.
You mentioned research. We just know more about ADHD now than we did 10 years ago. And I imagine with the research and the more that we are learning about how the human brain works and how the human brain with ADHD works, I imagine that there's better therapy techniques that are coming out.
Probably the one that we use most often is cognitive behavior therapy or behavior therapy, just so that folks with ADHD need to work on their behavior. And what we learn is, and we can teach folks, if you change the way you think about things, it can change the way you feel about things, and your behavior changes. So it has been nice because CBT and some behavior therapy are really the only research base that show they are effective. For years we loved Freud, but his psychoanalysis, there's not a lot of research on it. And we're in a fast-paced society, so we want something that's short-term and effective.
The thing I hear from healthcare professionals all the time is don't Google it, but we are also in this time of social media being so popular, and we see a lot of people getting information about ADHD from TikTok or Instagram Reels, and that's why what ADHD Online is doing is so important, because they're putting out information that is backed not only by research, but has been vetted by industry professionals.
I would say a ton of assessments I do, folks say, well, I was watching TikTok, I was watching Instagram, and again, I believe I heard somewhere maybe 80% of that information is inaccurate. So you're exactly right. It's nice to know that you're going to a professional who not only has the education but the experience.